Welcome to Terminal Basics for Hackers. This isn't just Linux, this is your command center, your battlefield, where every keystroke is a weapon. I am WC6 and I'm here to weaponize your terminal. What is a terminal in the first place? The terminal is a raw, fast, and unforgiving. It's where the real hackers live. No clicking, no dragging, just commands, straight up control over your system. All hacking tools live inside the command line. Now, to become ferocious and dangerous hackers, we must master the terminal and be able to use the terminal. So, the first thing we are going to learn under terminal is file system navigation. So the file system navigation must be able to navigate your file. But before you can navigate your file system, you need to understand what you are seeing right here. Now, this thing you are seeing right here is known as a prompt. And this right here is showing the location we are in. That is which folder we are currently in. And that is the home folder. This name right here shows the host name and the username. The host name is the name of the computer system and the username is the name of the user account on the system. So now, every computer, when you go to its terminal, you are automatically in the home directory. So when I type ls to list all the files in this directory, you can see that we have desktop, documents, and downloads. That is the home folder. So now the first command we are going to learn is pwd. It's going to tell us which location we are on the computer. Okay, so it's telling us which location we are, and we have been given out the output. And the second command is ls, which is going to list out all the files and folders inside the computer or the folder you are currently in. Now the cd command is used to enter a folder. And as you enter a folder, you can see that the prompt has changed. Now the ls-la is used to list everything about a folder, that is the permissions on that folder, the user who is having those permissions, date that has been created, the byte size, and the time. This is what you can use the ls-la for. Now it's also used to see hidden files. So when I navigate to my home folder, when I go back and I navigate to my home folder and I type ls-la, you can see that it lists all the hidden files on the current location I am in. So let's continue. Now, with this said, the file system is your recon map. Learn it. Hacker commands. Now we need to learn some awesome file system hacker commands. So when we navigate to our desktop, we should be able to do something on our desktop. When I type ls, you can see that we have a folder right here a file right here called test. So we want to delete test. We're going to type remove rm, then put the name of the file. And you can see that we have deleted the file successfully. Now the next thing we have to understand is how to create a file. So we're going to use the command called touch. Then we'll touch something and say test.txt. Then we have created a file right here. So this is how you can create a file. Now what if you want to create a folder? We use the mkdir command. The mkdir command is used to create a new folder. So when I click on this, you can see a new folder has been created on our desktop. Now what if we want to remove the folder? We type rmdir, then input the name of the newly created folder we just created or the folder you want to delete and click enter. And you can see the folder is no more on the desktop. Now, let's say you have typed a lot of stuff on your terminal and you want to clear the screen. You type clear, then it clears everything away. Also, we have the history command. The history command is used to show the history of commands you have inputted. And this is the history of commands I have inputted so far on my computer. So, note that Linux is case sensitive. So when you are typing something, you must be very sure of what you are typing. Now, let's get into details with some awesome stuff. Let's say we are creating a folder called exploits. Then we enter into the folder called exploits, right? Then we are going to create a file called reverseshell.py. Now inside the I didn't type the command very well. Reverseshell.py. Now you can see that our Python file has been created inside the reverseshell.py. This is just a simple basic thing. Now everything you need is already there It's already there. Like, you can get everything you want. You don't need to Google anything. How do you get everything you want? You can use the man command, the man command. The man is a manual that is used to get the manual of a file or a command. So what we are going to do is that we are going to learn about the man. So for instance, we have a command called ls, and we want to know what ls does. We'll type man, then input ls, then click enter. So it's going to give us a brief description of ls, list directory contents, and also the switches that are related to the ls command. The same thing applies to any other command that you have on the machine. For instance, a command like nmap, you can see that it gives us the help for nmap. So now let's continue to the basic stuff. We need to understand what we can do with the helps. So for instance, let's say you have a new command and you do not know what that command does. For I can say nmap is a command. Then I want to know what the nmap command does. I type tag help. Then I click enter. It shows me the help of the nmap command. And I want to clear the screen, so I clear. Now, you know that we can combine commands. Like, you can literally combine commands. Let's say you want to do something and you don't want to, do double lines. You can just do everything on a single line. So for instance, you want to list the hidden files on this directory, and after listing the hidden files on the directory, we want to find a certain keyword. So I'll say ls tag la, then I'll give this pipe. What the pipe means is that the command you have typed here, the output of this command will be piped to the next command. So the next command is going to use the output of this command. So we're going to type grep. Then the grep is a command used to get a specific keyword that you want. So we want to find the .sh name. If any directory or file that we list has this name, it will be shown. Then you can see that the sh has been shown, files that have the sh in them. Knowing the grep command can help you in malware analysis and reverse engineering, also in CTFs that we play. Now, the next thing we need to understand is how to customize your terminal. Now, to customize your terminal, there are specific files that we can customize depending on which type of shell you are in. Now, there are two main shells that are known publicly. We have the bash shell and the zsh shell. Now, to edit a bash shell, this is a bash shell you are seeing here. Most Debian Linux machines, they use bash. Now, to edit something on the terminal, we need to access the bash shell. Now, this bash shell is a file, right? So let's clear the screen, ls, then we look for something called bash shell. You see, we can't see it here, but it's actually here. So we have to list what? Hidden files. So after listing all the hidden files, we could navigate and look for the bash shell, but it's going to be stressful for us. So we'll simply type ls tag la grep. It will grep. So we type grep. We type grep to find a specific keyword. So what we are looking for is a file called it has the word bash in it. Good. So after typing this command, you can see that a list of files that have bash in it has been displayed. So what we are going to do is that we are going to select the file by copying it. Then we are going to it's a text file. So what we are going to do is that we have to edit it. So we're going to use the command called nano. Then we're going to input the name of the file and click enter. Now inside this file, this is where you do your editing. Whatever you change here will affect your terminal. And that's one beautiful thing about Linux. You can customize it as much as you want, as long as you are able to customize it. And a lot of beginners have ended up crashing their systems by customizing stuff. But it's all in the learning process, and it's good to customize your Linux. I always advise you enjoy the open source privileges. So inside here, this is where we can customize our terminal. So we are going to exit here by pressing Ctrl X then Y. So we come here, Ctrl X, and we have exit the nano. So then I think this is just, we are done with the basics of the terminal. So I want you guys to know that this is the beginning. Master your terminal. It's the first weapon in your hacker arsenal. Please like, subscribe, and gear up for the next up. Thank you.